Okay, so hello everyone. I've heard that you want to build a simple calculator with me, so let's do that. This is the calculator we're going to create. Okay, we're going to program this in Java, of course. I've just seen in the title, probably. This is important. I want to clarify first which type of calculator we're going to build. We're going to build this one, a single step or immediate execution calculator. The user presses a key for each operation, calculating all the intermediate results before the final value is shown. You might say, well, that's shit. I mean, that's not a calculator we use nowadays. Well, maybe not, maybe you might use it. I mean, I use it in my work, so it doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is that it's going to be a very, very, very simple calculator with the immediate execution. What does this mean? Well, here you have the keystrokes, and this really, this explains very well how this is going to work. It's going to be the user types 5, then the user types 2, then the user types 4. That's our integer, that's our number or digit. Then the user selects an operator. After the operator, the user selects the second digit. But all this, it's going to be getting added, appended, as an input, and then the user types the equals, and he gets the result. That's that's basically it. It's a very, very simple project. So I was going to explain to you all it is here, but let's not do that. What? Okay, no worries. Let's get our project started. You'll see it's a really simple project. I think it's really cool. I'm learning Java, and I was, our teacher told us, like, our professor told us, okay, you have to create a calculator. Okay, I will create a calculator. I think he was hoping for something more like a terminal calculator, but I said, I was playing with it, and I it was like I discovered javax.swing package, the package for the GUIs on Java, and I was like, whoa, here we have something, and I'm going to build that motherfucking calculator. So here I am. Let's do it in code, personal projects. Okay, let's go. Yeah, we're going to run the command to generate the project through Maven. All right. It's important to note that this code, it's here actually. If we go here and we go to Maven, Apache Maven, installation now, user manual. This is not really necessary, but if you're using Neovim, as I'm going to do today, well, we need Maven manually installed and create this thing. If you're using IntelliJ, well, I don't know. I'm happy for you. Now, group ID, I think it is. ID, it's going to be, our group ID is going to be Ricardo, let's call it. This is just for convention, because Maven requires you to, establish a group ID, but later on we're going to move our standard app.java to the main Java folder directory, and from there we're going to work. I know that that's not a good practice or best practice, but since this is a very, very simple project, well, I just don't care. I don't mind having that like that. Archetype, no, artifact ID, it's going to be calculator, then archetype artifact ID, it's going to be, if I'm not mistaken, Maven archetype quick start. Maven archetype quick start, and then interactive mode equals false. I think this is it. Generate group ID, correct. Everything looks good. Now this is going to scaffold our project and get everything started. What happened here? No POM. And projects. Okay. Perfect. So we have calculator. We come here and we have our calculator. There you have everything. Now I'm going to do something. I'm going to move as I said, this is something that I just do because this is just okay. So now we're going to move main Java Ricardo calculator app Java into main Java, right? Now we remove recursively main Java com, and I think that's it. We're going to rename main Java app Java to, we're going to rename it to just calculator Java, and I think we have it right now. This should work. Okay. Well, this is not working because this is not what I want. Move calculator. Okay, I had a problem, so I didn't. To source main Java. We're clear. Now we can start. First of all, we have to modify here our pom.xml. We need to install the plugin, right? We have to install the Maven exec. Oh, no. Let's disable our beloved Copilot because we don't want to use Copilot for this. We don't need Copilot for this, okay? Trust me. Trust in this one right here. You're more than that. You're more than that. You can achieve much more. Okay, the plugin. It's this one right here. I have it. Yeah, I have it right here. Let me just copy paste it because I have here page of the configuration. Perfect. Yep. Calculator. I don't have the LSP for POM for XML, but I don't care. I'm a strong person, and I will do it manually. Nothing will defeat me. Great. I think that looks good, right? Let's save that. What else do we have to do? I think nothing else. Nothing else right now. We can even try to maybe do a Maven. Let me see something here. If we go to calculator, we have to delete this. We have first, this is not going to work because we need this to match the file name. And now, I mean, if we are serious people, if we do Maven compile, we have an error. Okay. The POMs malformed, unrecognized tag, plugins. What is that unrecognized? Brother? That's right, no? Isn't it? Why is that wrong? What's wrong here? Maybe dependencies? I think I need this. Maybe. Probably, I think so. I need to save this here. We're going to do this. Maybe now. Maybe compile. Now we're getting it. Perfect. We're installing this plugin because we're going to be running the Maven exec call on Java, and we need this plugin to work. So right now it's going to take a little bit of time because it's the first time that in this machine I'm doing this, this entire Maven setup with the commands and stuff. So it's going to take some time. Let's see. Okay, we have an error. What's going on right now? What's the problem now? Source option 5 is no longer supported. Use 8 or on. Bailed failure. Source option 5 is no longer supported. UTF. Okay, yeah. What's wrong now? What's wrong now? You know what? I don't care. We're going to use our fucking AI. I don't give a fuck. We have our POM here. This is my POM.xml file. I'm getting this error. What's wrong? Let's do this. I'm so sorry, guys. This is, configuration stuff. I should have done this before the video, but I don't know. I just forgot that, in videos we shouldn't fail. I also think this is a really realistic thing that happens to all of us. Okay, this error happens because the Maven build is defaulting to compile Java 5. What? What? Going on? Group ID. First of all, this is wrong. That's not my group ID. I should have changed that. No. We have to keep that. That's correct. Properties. Maven compiler source 1.8. What? 1.8? Specify your Java version. The easiest way to fix this is by adding a properties block to your pom.xml to set the compiler source and target Java versions. Project tag. I'm really confused right now. What? Let me just tell him I'm using the 25 version of JDK. Let's see. Oh, I bet. Let's see. Okay, Maven compiler source 25. Add these properties block to your pom.xml. Directly 25. Okay, so let's add that. Didn't know that. Properties. Why is Copilot working? If I disabled it. Copilot disable. And we're going to do our Maven compiler. Let's just copy this. Oh. And we do this. Yep. Okay. And we just have this organized. Really beautiful. And now we should be having something that works, brother. I'm so sorry, my people. Why the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Malformed palm. Oh, I have a typo. What? Now this should work. What a mess of a video. If you're still here, I mean, okay, build success. You see that? That's life. You work for your stuff. You have to, you never quit. You just keep grinding. Damn, man, this is a fucking mess. What a shitty YouTuber. Well, this is my first video, so you have to forgive me, okay? You have to be, you know, I'm so sorry, guys. For real. Okay, so... Okay, this doesn't matter anymore. We now have it, and if we even compile this... No. If we even compile... For real, man. Okay. If we compile this, let's keep it that. Let's keep that terminal, and let's compile it. Maybe no, let's execute it. Maven exec Java. We should get a beautiful hello world. Building. Hello world. Okay. Yeah, we got it. We got it. I cannot believe it. We have it. Perfect. Let's clear this, and let's even close it. First of all, we have to install the look and feel we're going to use. We're going to use the flat laugh look and feel. Here we have it. Perfect. It's just a look and feel for your GUI applications on Java with javax.swing and stuff. So it has a look and feel that's flat laugh Mac dark, I think it's called, and that's the one that we're going to be using. So we go to download. Nah, not even this. Maven Central Flat Laugh. We have it here. We get the dependency here. We go here. Let's go to a pommel. Dependency. And paste it. Okay. We have it. Now, you know what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to have a new one. Code personal calculator. Maven compiler. Compiler massa. Compile that. Maven exec Java. Yeah. And perfect. We now have our flat left working. So we just come here. I mean, we have our dependency ready. Now we have to use it. We're going to go to calculator and we have to import it. Import com again compiler. God damn. It's its son. No. What's the name? Like they were form dev, maybe. They were farm dev flat laugh. Okay. Flat laugh, and we're going to be using the flat laugh Mac. The name of the theme is here. I really liked the flat laugh theme of the Mac. We go here, MacOS dark. We're going to be using this is what we have to import. Themes, flat laugh, Mac dark laugh. Just copy paste and themes, flat laugh. Maybe this is not necessary. The import com cannot be resolved. What? Cannot be resolved. Why can't? Why you cannot? What's wrong? I mean, we have it on our pommel. Right? What's wrong now? We might need maybe, I don't understand. I'm sorry. Again, I'm not Linus Torvalds. I'm so sorry. The import com form dev flat left flat Mac dark left cannot be resolved. Why is that? Okay. Themes. Okay. I don't want all themes. I just want flat that. This one. Thanks. Now we're talking. Now let's do flat Mac setup. Catch exception. And we're just going to be printing that. Now, this is important. Import javax.swing. Right. And here, swing utilities. Beautiful swing utilities. Oh my god, I'm having so many problems with the auto completion because I come from using IntelliJ for this project, and I was using IntelliJ because I didn't know that I could just use the entire building and compiling workflow with Maven, like from the command line. So I was using IntelliJ because I'm learning Java. So I didn't know that. Then I investigated a little bit. I did some research. I got that Maven was the reason we're happy with Java. So I'm just doing that. Invoke later a land expression, and here we're going to have to create our new calculator frame.java. Calculator frame.java. Let's just import javax.swing everything already and do public class calculator frame. This is going to be our main frame, which extends from jframe on javax.swing. Let me check something. Let's first of all save that calculator. And now, okay, no. Everything looks good. We now have just two calculator frame. Let's set up our constructor. This frame is not going to be, it's going to be set, first of all, set title. Let's call it calculator. These are beautiful calculator. Let's set default close operation. This is crucial because if we don't have this, our exit and close. If we don't set up this, our program, when we hit the X button to close, it's never going to close the process. It's just going to be closing the frame, sort of. But no, we don't want the process of the calculator to be, on the background without us using the calculator. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, I think. Let's set the size of it. It's not a huge calculator. I think 400. It's good. Let's close this because I think you're seeing that, and I don't want you to be distracted. Let this set size. This. What else do we have? Well, set relative. Set location. Is it relative to null? This way, our frame when we run the main class here in calculator, when we run this, we're going to get our frame in the middle of the screen, which is really cool. This, what else do we have to set? Let's set the background. Get content pane and set background to dark gray. Color dark gray. You saw that? Yeah, auto import on Neovim. A lot of people don't even know that exists, but a lot of things are possible with our beloved Neovim. Now, let's save this, and now let's try to run this. Compile that for me, bruh. Okay, we have a problem. Class flat Mac dark laugh package. Compilation failure. Cannot find symbol. Again. Really? What's wrong? flat Mac dark, flat Mac dark, setup. You cannot find it. Why? Let me just save it all. Maybe I just didn't save it. Yeah, I didn't save. Now execute. And we're going to get our frame. Or we should get our frame somewhere. Okay, we don't have our frame. Oh, because I didn't add it to the main function. I just got distracted. Calculator. And basically new calculator frame. And calculator set visible to true, so we can see you, boy. Yeah, ready now. We can see you. Let's save. Oh. And let's compile. Let's execute. Oh, mama. Oh, we got it. Oh, you cannot see it. Now you're going to see it. Don't worry. There you have it, boy. Do you like it? I do. Looks beautiful. Looks beautiful. We have our mainframe. Great. This is a really good method, because this method is a best practice. So the process runs isolated and sort of asynchronous. So the process, it's a best practice. If you look into the Swing utilities, it's a recommended practice. When if you go here, well, I saw that, where did I see that? I think it was maybe on, I think it was javax.swing tutorial Oracle. They have a cool tutorial. Oracle tutorials are actually really good because they're concise. I mean, you have to read a lot, but they're concise. Concurrency, learning Swing using Swing components. Maybe, is this it? Yeah, around here they recommend the Swing utilities as a best practice with the invoke later method. I don't know where that is, but you can check it out, and this is a best practice. I recommend you to do that. Now that we have our frame, we have to set up. We're going to have, of course, two frames. We're going to have the top, that's going to be the display of our calculator, and then the bottom where all the buttons are going to be. So we need this. First of all, let's set the layout. It's going to be a border layout, which is okay because we're going to be using, if you know about border layout, it has 5 regions, but the 2 regions we're going to use, it's north for the display of the calculator, the number that's being, shown, like as we input numbers into the calculator, and then the center region we're going to be using for the buttons. Now, border layout. Now that we have that, what else do we need? I don't think we need anything else here. Nothing comes to mind. So I know what we need for sure. We need our next panel. No, this is not a panel. No, this is a panel. What we're having here, it's a frame. Sorry, I'm not a native speaker. Okay, I'm from Venezuela. I was born in Venezuela. I've been living in Spain since 2015, and you have to forgive me for my, my vocabulary and my problems speaking. So calculator panel.java. This is completely wrong. This is completely wrong. This is wrong, bro. This is wrong. If we go into source main Java calculator panel, so sorry, that was a mistake. That was a complete mistake on my end. It's not calculator panel. We need calculator top panel. My bad. Let's open calculator. Now let's do calculator top panel, where, yeah, .com for sure. Calculator top panel. And here, well, first import javax.swing. Okay, okay, beautiful. Now public. Oh my god, Copilot for real, man. This is the most toxic relationship I have in my life. Public class calculator top panel. Let me bring you here because I think you're being smashed by my keyboard. I'm so sorry. Okay. Extends J panel. And here we're going to have our constructor. This panel. What is this? What is this? This is going to have, let me just see something. Frame. Okay. Top panel. Okay. Here, we're going to, first of all, a panel. This panel. What does this panel need? This panel is basically going to display. Okay. This panel is going to have labels. Okay. Well, exactly one label. I think this is okay. If I set this up like this, set size, new dimension, and I set it up to around, well, the width, it's 280. So 280, 80. And let's set up, let's do something here. J label. Label. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Let's just do it because of, no, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like this. Yeah, let's just show a label. It's going to be equal to new label. Let's put a 0 there. Okay. Dimension cannot be resolved to a type. Okay. Import Java. I don't know where dimension comes from actually. But if, let's see if you can autocomplete that for me, please. Dimension. Just dimension. I don't know where dimension comes from. Java dimension. Where does dimension come from? Yeah, I know. Cannot be resolved because I need to bring dimension. Where's dimension? What's the package of dimension? Maybe AWT. AWT maybe. Is it possible? Ooh, you know it. You know it and I know it. It's AWT. Perfect. So we have the label. Let's do this add, well, set layout. Here the set layout. Set layout. Border layout. Border layout. This add, we add our label component. Let's see how this looks like, because our label lacks a lot of things right now. But I think this is enough. Let's do our Maven compile. You cannot see right now the calculator, right? Because it's not even running. Now you're going to see it. There you go, boy. There you go. You can see it, but you cannot see what I cannot see either, which is the goddamn label we just created. Perfect. I mean, you know, everything's great. The label, these add to top panel, these add label. Why? Okay, maybe because label has to set foreground to be color white. What? Color white. color white, maybe. Come on, brother. Come on. Give it to me. Let's see. No. Where's my label? Where's my beautiful label? Why is this not working? We might need set size or label set font to be a new font with, let's say, Arial, font plain, I don't care, and 14. Let's do 14, I think. Oh, I know what's going on. You know why? You know why we're not getting that? Because we didn't add this to our panel, man. This is a goddamn mess. Now, calculator, top panel equals new calculator, top panel. Okay. This add top panel. And we're going to specify that's going to be on the border layout north region, right? This is important because we want our center region to occupy the most space possible for, you know, so all buttons can fit. Right now we have, oh, look at that. Look at that. This is good, isn't it? This is good. Well, it's not good, but we can see it. We can now see our beautiful calculator. Let's change more things here because the label looks awful. Okay. Let's do, where were we? Here. Font. Okay, font plain, foreground to be white. I don't like that. I don't like that. And the label, the set background. For labels, it's set background. If you ask me why, well, I don't know why. So that's it. Oh, no. What I want here is the background to be null. I think that already solves the black background that this has. Let me just close this. Compile. Yeah, all this manual compilation and execution just to use Neovim. Oh, this is not what we want. I don't know why. Set background. Oh, okay, I remember. When you use set background on labels, at least, you have to also use set opaque to true. I think this is the problem. You might say, why? Well, I think, wait a moment. It's the background black because of the label or because of the panel. Let's solve that too. I don't care. Set background to null and this set opaque to, sure. Let's see. Ooh, that looks better. Don't you think? That looks better. I like that. I like this. What I don't like is that mini zero. I like mini zeros. I like big zeros, as Donald Trump would say. I don't know why I just yanked that. I have, erratic behavior. Label. The label, we're going to set the horizontal alignment to be J label right. Okay. I think this is not going to solve it because the horizontal alignment is not the problem. The problem is that the text, it's to the right, but maybe if we set, because the horizontal line is text position. There you go. We'll try now to just remove the horizontal alignment because the label occupies by default the entirety of it. Okay, so, well, I think, great, we have it there. Great. I think maybe if we do this, what do you think? It will be on the right also. If it's not, we're learning. We're just learning here. Oh, look at that. So it's the horizontal text position, the one that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Okay, so you don't matter. Horizontal text position. Get out of the way, right? Ooh, look at that. It's a horizontal text position. You're just here to, get us in trouble. So you're out. Let's have this bigger. And as you can see, we have problems now. We have problems because we don't have a padding. For that, we're going to create a border, and no, here we're going to use the border factory create empty border for padding. Now border is not specified. I think it's here, same like border, and here we just bring everything out again. I'm not a master on importing packages, so I just bring everything every time. Create empty border. I think it's horizontal and top to bottom, or no, it's top left, bottom right. I think it is. So we will have maybe top and bottom more, and left and right less. That makes sense. So let's do 8 5 maybe. Let's see how that looks like. No. Label set border. Great. Let's do this. Let's do that. Okay. We have more border right now. I mean, if you notice, there's more top to bottom border. I like that, but I think it's better to have it a little bit more. Let me just investigate. Border class JDK javax.swing. That's how I look for Java documentation. Okay. JDK. What did I write? JDK 25, and it sent me to the JDK 8. What is this, man? Are you laughing at me? X position the component. What is this? Place border. Create empty border. No. Border. Empty border. That's what we want. Yep. I think it's top left, bottom right. So it's like reverse. Yeah. It's reverse clockwise. So I think this is not enough. We just need more border. I think 8585. It's not good. Maybe 88. Maybe everything 8. Or even, let's do everything 8. Let's do that. Let's see how that looks like. Maven, exec. Looks good. I think that the font is still really small, right? My grandma would not be able to use this calculator. Let's use a 24, even 26, I'd say, because I'm a brave man. Okay, double compilation. I mean, I'm awesome. Okay, Maven. Okay, that looks better. So we have our top panel, but here, here there are things that I think won't work yet. Because why? Well, maybe because we'll need either private or public, I don't care, a public calculator text variable. I think we will need that. Why? Well, we'll see that in a future. Right now, we don't care about that. Right now, what we care it's if we go to calculator frame, we need now our beautiful bottom panel. So let's get that. Main Java, calculator, bottom panel, Java. Perfect. Import javax.swing, everything. I will be bringing already the javax.swing border. Come on, man. Anything else? I don't think so. Public class calculator bottom panel extends J panel. Perfect. Now calculator bottom panel. Now the bottom panel is going to get is going to be more. It's going to contain more things. One method that comes to mind already, it's what does it return? It will return is it static? It might be static. I think it's static. No, it's not static, I think. We're going to be getting get J button. Okay. And here, string label. This is important. This method must return a result of type button. Okay. Don't worry. Right now, let's go to contain the bottom panel. First of all, the bottom panel, it's going to be set size, maybe. I don't know if set size. First of all, well, one thing that comes to mind that we are going to absolutely need is our labels, like the labels for our buttons. It's going to be 7, right? No. Yep. 7, 8, 9, and here maybe a plus or something like that. No, a division. No. 6. Here it's 4, 5, 6, and here multiplication operator. 3. No. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and a minus operator. And here at the bottom, we're going to have the 0, of course. We're not going to be handling decimals because that's a completely different. That's not simple, and I'm not that good actually. So I need to still learn a little bit more of Java because I've been developing for with Java for a month only. A month. I mean, in a month you can do a lot of things, but if I only lived to learn Java, maybe I would know more, but that's not the case right now, so I just don't care. R for reset. This is going to be resetting our calculator, the operands and everything. R an equal, of course, and a plus. Okay, that looks good, I think. What's happening here? Okay, bro, don't worry about this. Okay, let's just comment. Let's just delete this. Okay. Let's just delete that. We'll later come up with it. We're going to we have our labels. What else do we have? Do we need? Well, first of all, set size. Right. Again. Set size. New dimension. Import Java, AWT, everything. New dimension. Well, 280, the width, and let's say 400, the height, or maybe not even that. No. You know what this is going to be? Set layout. This is going to be a grid. A grid layout, where we're going to have 4 rows, 4 columns, and a little bit of gap between them. So let's also, we'll set the background to null. That's how we had it with our top panel. With our top panel, yeah, background and opaque. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Background, well, yeah, null, and this set opaque to true. And now it's where things get interesting. For, let's do a string, right? For each label, let's call these button labels better. I like that much more. Well, for each button label, from button labels, we're going to now generate all these. For each button label, we're going to get the J button, okay? And the J button, this is important. The J button. Okay, let's get it done. Let's first like write everything about the J buttons and their actual listeners, but then we'll work with how they look and stuff. Okay, so public. No, okay. I just told you that I was not going to do that, but I already thought about doing it, and I was already doing it. I mean, what's wrong with me? For each one, we're going to get a J button. Okay, it's going to be a button equals a new J button with label. Button label, right? Okay, that's good. That's good. I think, let me this add to our panel, correct? Yep. Add component button. Okay. Border. Why did I bring the border? Do we need the border? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Top, bottom and stuff. Yep, let's do that. I think it can work. Border. Border. New. No. Border factory. Border factory. Create empty border. And let's do the same. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Let's see how this is looking. Oh, if you don't have the border, Ricardo, this is not going to work. I'm just telling you. Then you're going to be upset, and it's not the machine's fault. Maven compile and Maven exec. Now it's when we should be able to see the, the look and feel that we attached. We should be able to see. Okay, we're not seeing anything because we didn't even add the bottom panel, right? I know that you don't remember that we didn't add it. We need to add the bottom panel. Calculator bottom panel to new calculator bottom panel. And basically this bottom panel, and this is going to be in the center region. Okay, let's save everything and Maven exec. Okay, look at that. That looks good, don't you think? This looks beautiful, man. What do you think? I mean, just because I already wrote the project in the previous project that I did about this, I disabled that like focus around stuff. I may not disable it this time. I like this because well, I don't know. Let's skip it, let's keep looking at this. This is good, don't you think? This is really good. This is looking beautiful. This is looking good. I don't know why I'm surprised. I'm surprised that this is working. Yeah. Good English. I'm surprised that this is working. I'm actually really surprised. So now it's when the logic, it's going to get a little bit cumbersome, and we'll have to, we'll have to create another method to get the buttons. Now, let's do. The button is going to have, well, first of all, let's have like different colors for different buttons. What do you think? Like, I don't want the plus, the operators, and the equal sign, and the reset button to have the same color as the others. So let's do this. If button label button get text matches any of the operands, minus, plus, multiplication, division, and equal. What is this? Why is it doing this? Oh, that's the nerd form that I have. I don't like that, but okay. If it doesn't provoke any, what is this called? Any errors? Well, I'm happy with that. Okay, set background to color. I will have it orange. I like orange. Okay, I like orange. Why do you like orange? That's an awful color. I hate you. Well, because it looks like the Mac calculator, and I don't want to hear any opinions about it because I like it. I think opaque true is not needed. What I need is to change the foreground in the case that orange. Okay. I think that's the problem. Let's have this like this. Let me see how this looks like. Compile. Exec. Okay. Yeah, we have to change the foreground for sure. So we have to change the button set foreground color to be dark gray. I think that's good stuff. I don't know if I even need this, the opaque, but okay. Else, if the button doesn't match, neither, we can have like, let's keep it like this. What if, I mean, this looks good, right? I really like this. We have to change the button. I want to change the font, the size. That's what we're going to do now. Button, set font, maybe. And well, new font, which is Arial. Why Arial? Because it's the only font that I know that works. Font, plain, and 18 maybe. Is that a good number? I think it is a good number. It is a good number. And let's do, what else? What else should we? Well, I think you tell me what you think. Like, there's a focused painted focused keys enabled. No, set focusable. I think it's this. Is it? I think it's this, because right now when we click on it, we get this outer border that basically like tells you that it's focused. I think it's okay because in this very simple UI, we're not going to have this, like, what I think would be cool for this, it's that when we have here somewhere, the different operators, and we have either the plus, minus, multiplication and division, we have it here. And when we are, let's say we click on plus, well, the plus operator here, like I don't know, like turns brighter or appears here, giving some way to the, maybe giving the user a way to identify the operator that they're using right now. But I don't know, that's a thing that it's not being applied here. So focusable, I might leave it to true. Let's try it this way and see how it looks. Oh, sorry. Let's try it this way and see how it looks, because let's close this, because I think it's actually really good. It's like a cheap alternative to this looks good. You know, that's how it looks with the focusable off. You know, it's like you click, but you don't even know if you click there. I think the focusable is actually something good. When I programmed this, when I developed this the previous time, I think numbers are too big right now. When I developed this the first time, I set the focusable to false, which I don't like actually. I don't like this right now. So let's do this, and let's change this to 16, and we don't need this. Compile. Exec. Okay, this looks good, man. Man, this looks good. Maybe the equal. Maybe the equal and the reset button can have two different colors. Maybe the equal something like black, something like that. Might be a good idea. Else, if it matches one of those, you're going to get that. Oh, you know what? Let's change this logic. I want that when it doesn't match any these, if the button label doesn't match any of these operators, I want those operators. No, I don't think this makes sense. You know, this makes sense. The thing is that I want the equal sign and the other one, and the reset button. We have to get an else if. I think get text matches any of either R, maybe the reset button only. I want the reset button only to be that, like or either dark gray. No, dark gray, we're already working with that. Black, I don't want black. Is it like Xeon, like there is in Tailwind? Green, yeah, green looks very, very good. Black, it's going to be black, right? Let's do black. I mean, it doesn't really matter, because yeah, I think black is okay. And here, instead of dark gray, maybe light gray, so we don't have such contrast. Let's run this again. Let's get this. Okay, it doesn't look bad at all. I really like it. I like this, don't you think? You know what I would like even more? The buttons to be completely rounded. The buttons to be completely rounded would be really cool. That's something cool. Right? This looks good. I'm happy with this. We haven't even worked with the, how do you say it? With the logic. That's something for now. We're going to work on that right now. Else if button get text matches R. I'm feeling that's a redundant thing. I'm having the sensation that's redundant, but I don't know. Okay, I don't know if it's redundant or not. I feel a lot of things. You know, I feel a lot of things. Button set. I mean, there was a put client or something like that. Put client property, and it was like JButton. Maybe it was JButton. What? JButton. I have it here. Button type. Okay. That's something that no way I would have remembered. Button type, and here rounded. Right? Rounded. No, not rounded. Rect. Rounded rect. If you check this out, this adds an arbitrary key value, client property, to this component. There's another option that you know, to have like a global rounded corners setup in the main class, but that didn't work for me. I don't know why exactly. But the client property dictionary is not intended to support large-scale extensions to JComponent, nor should be it considered an alternative to subclassing when designing a new component. Okay. Yeah, so you basically do a client property. There are many client properties. As you might be noticing, this entire thing is going to be a separate method where we're going to be getting JButtons is going to be called get JButton. We pass a string label, and here we're basically going to put this here, and here. Is it static? You know? Should be static. I don't think so. Remember, I'm learning, okay? So, JButton. These get JButton. Button cannot be resolved because we have a button get JButton. Well, we just have to. Oh, I understand. I mean, of course, we need here we might need just this, like JButton button is going to be new JButton label, and here return the fucking button. Oh, okay, this should work the same way. Okay, let's try it. Compile. Perfect. And execute. This should work the same exact way, which it did perfectly. Perfect. Now, let's get into important stuff. Oh, you know what didn't work? The put client property. You didn't put the button type, put client property. What's wrong? That's interesting. Is it button type? No. JButton button type. Rounded rect. Rounded rect. That sounds strange. Round, maybe? Ooh, boy, look at that. What do you think about that, man? New stuff, good stuff. Good stuff. Focus? I don't like that focus. I like the focus. But what I want, it's the button to have a set focus example, paint focus painted. No, I want to change the color of that. So this is not the method we want. No, focus. Traversal keys, enable, traversal, focusable. Okay, I cannot change that, so let's leave it like that. I actually like the focused style. And look, I really like this. I'm liking this. I think that the top panel font should be even bigger, but I don't know. I don't actually know. What I know is that I know that I don't know anything. No, I know that I don't know nothing, or something like that. Socrates said, you know. Now, this is important. Now, we're going to add the button action listener. But first of all, we're going to create our calculator logic Java. Calculator logic, that's well written. Let's do, well, import, public class calculator logic. Why did I write this? Okay. First of all, calculator logic. The logic is going to be this one. We're going to be changing every time the user inputs. You know, every time we select one of these, we're going to be either appending or replacing the display text that we already have. So I don't even know if calculator logic would need a constructor. I don't think so. We just are going to need this set display text. Okay, here we're not going to be returning anything. We're going to have other variables, or maybe private. I'm not really clear, either private or protected or public. I mean, public I know, private I don't need. I mean, my confusion is between protected and private. If you can help me with that, I would be really grateful. I will set it up to private and protected because or no, protected, I think it's no, private, because you might say, what the fuck are you going to put in there? Well, there we're going to create this boolean is new number variable, which by default it's going to be true. By default, is it going to be true? Well, I think so. This variable will help us know if we're inserting a new number, or if we're inserting a new number, we're replacing the current display text. If it's not a new number, we're appending it. Okay. That we also need of course, the operand. I think like the operator is going to be a string. I will save it as a string. I think I had it as a string or a char. I think a character, it's more it's more specific, but I will use a string because you know why? Because we're going to be extracting these things, and each label, it's an array of strings, not characters. It could be an array of characters now that I'm thinking about it, but whatever. No, pending operator, because we're going to only be saving the pending operator. The current operator that the person inputs, it's going to be the pending operator later, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so if is new number, First of all, we're going to here need that the calculator top panel. Why? Right? We're going to be needing that here in bottom panel. Where am I? I'm completely lost. This is the thing, right? When we use in the top panel, we need the calculator text, right? Calculator text. Do we need the calculator text? I think we need the calculator text. Like we need we need to extract, maybe private or protected. I don't really know. No, this is going to be public. Why? Because we have the J label. I need to, extract from the local the J label so we can interact from this parent state into the calculator top panel and from the calculator logic. So calculator text, I will call it. And here, instead of this, calculator text, it's going to be that label. And all labels. Is this correct? Yeah. Yep, this is correct. Let's do a macro. Replace calculator text. Oh, no. This now. Yep. And this add calculator text. Correct. That's correct. Okay. Okay. Now from the outside, we can access this property, this field of the calculator top panel class, and we're able to modify we are able to modify basically the content of it, because now we have access to the calculator text. Now, what else do we need? Well, from the frame, we need to pass the bottom panel, okay, the top panel, because the bottom panel, it's going to pass down to the action listener that we're going to now add to each button the top panel calculator text field. We need this to access. We need this to access here. I know I'm not communicating well. I know I'm a mess. Let's call it top panel. We need it as a constructor because I'm talking to myself, okay? I need it, okay? Why? Well, you're not even seeing the code. God damn. So sorry, guys. So we need it because we need to pass from the top to the bottom the calculator text field. So we're just communicating between components. And here, button add action listener. And inside here, we're going to have something cool, which is the action listener will actually have event, okay? E of event. Action listener is going to have that. Okay. When each one is clicked, when each button is clicked, we just wanted to either set the display text, right? If E get No, for this we need J button clicked. It's going to be new J button. No. It's going to be a J button. We're going to cast this because we know it's going to be a J button. And get source. Right? Now, string button clicked button stir. It's going to be button clicked get text. You might say, why are we casting? Well, what happens when you do get source is that it doesn't allow you to like access directly the class that you're getting the source from, because in this case we know that the source class it's going to be a J button because all we have is J buttons. But in other cases, well, you just get the source and that gives you the entire detail of the object that you clicked, the class, the properties, the fields, everything. So in this case, we're casting it because we know it's a J button, and that way we can access the text of each J button. Now, based on the button that's clicked, we want, if it's numbers, if it's a number, we want that number to trigger the display text method from calculator logic. If button stir matches in this case, what we want is that it fails to match. We want, if it's not an operator, either of these are, what else? Equal. If it's none of this, we want here important, very crucial. This has to be static. Okay. This has to be static. Perfect. We need this to be static. Calculator logic set display text top panel, and this is going to receive the top panel and the input number. Input, let's call it input, and the button stir. Okay, the input and the top panel. Now, if it's not, we need to check if the button stir equals. I think that's better. That's better, yeah. Now I'll change the get text matches R below. Equals R. What's going on? Hey, come on, man. Yeah, if it matches this, then the calculator logic will set off, yeah, will trigger the public static void reset calculator method, which will basically will reset our pending operator and private static result, double result, which is the accumulated result from the previous operands and the pending operator. So you combine the operand plus the pending operator. This calculator, what it does is basically you don't need to have the operand 1 and operand 2. You just need to do a reduce method in JavaScript, where you just work with the result, and from there you basically calculate with the next number that comes. For example, we have operand 1, and let's start our calculator, and it starts with 0. From 0, let's say the user inputs 2. Well, the new result is going to be 2 for that first iteration. Now, 2 plus the user selects the operator is going to, of course, modify the operation that's going to be happening. And then when the user inputs 3, let's say 2 plus 3, we just have the result. Has already changed to 2. So you just make the calculation with result plus the display text that we have. So that way we don't even need to save either operand 1 nor operand 2, because that doesn't even make sense. It's going to be changing all the time. So you just work from the result of the first iteration. You basically establish the result as the first number that's going to be the input, and that's it. You work from there, and you make the operations based on the operand and the pending operator that the user has. Okay. Perfect. Now we have this calculator logic reset calculator. This it's going to receive the calculator top panel, because we need to reset the entire, like, for example, let's do result's going to be 0, and pending operator is going to be null, and subpanel calculated text set text to 0 again. Okay, that's basically what happens. And is new number, it's going to be set up to true again. I think this is accurate to say. Okay, so we have that in case it's the R, and if it's not a number, and if it's not R, what's going to happen now? What's going to happen now? Set display text. What is going to happen when it's not an operand? It's not a number. Oh, you know what's going to happen, right? We need to public static. What is it going to return? Well, nothing. Set operator, right? And here we just need the string, which is going to be the operator input. And this is important. If we already have an operator, we need to calculate. If we have a pending operator, well, there's some calculations that we haven't done that need to be done. Okay, so if we already have a pending operator, well, result. If we have a pending operator, that means that we have a result. We need to have our public static. What is this going to return? A double set result, and it's going to receive maybe nothing. No, the pending operator. Yep, it's going to receive the pending operator. String pending operator. That's what it's going to receive right now, I think. I'm sure, actually. Set result, pending operator. No. I mean, I don't want to call it like that. Should I call it like that? No, we'll just call it operator in this case, because the pending operator is going to be... Really? Wait a moment. Pending operator or operator? Well, doesn't really matter, right? Let's call it pending operator, because we're not going to be using the current operator. We're just going to be using the pending operator. In case we already have an operator, I mean, what's wrong? String to Boolean, pending operator. Well, if it's different from null, if pending operator it's not null, well, we have to. That means that we have a result, because the first thing that changes its result. So we have a result and a pending operator, and we have a display text at the top that we can use. So we just called set result to be, well, the current pending operator. And after the operator is set, because it's not null and the calculation has been done, we change this to not be a new number. No, to be a new number. If pending operator is null, well, pending operator is going to be equal to operator input, and the next input is going to be a new number. Wait a moment. Is new number. Okay, I'm setting up the operator and I haven't even, changed the set display text method. But I think this is accurate. I could, because this is redundant, I could even do this. Why do I think this makes sense? Well, because every time you trigger the set operator, you're basically clicking one of the operators. What does this mean? Well, that the next input is going to be a new number all the time. Yeah, that's correct. So if it's a new number, calculator text set text, it's going to be the parsed string, the double parse double input. No. Set text is going to be fucking input, and that's it. And is new number? No. Now we're setting this to false, because the next number that the person clicks, it's not the first number, so it's going to be appended. So top panel set text, it's going to be top panel get text plus input. Okay, and that's it. I don't need to change anything else here, I think. Do I need to change anything else? No, because we just append things, and once the person's trigger set operator, his new number is going to be triggered. Okay, his new number is going to change. So now, what do we need here? Well, our famous switch statement with our pending operator. Case the pending operator is this. Well, in the case the pending operator is a minus, result is going to be result minus the top panel text that's currently available. So I hope you understand why I don't need to save the numbers, because the numbers are being constantly placed in the display text, so I can directly access them. Access them. I don't know how to say that. Calculator, top panel, as we've always called it, and here Recent, no. Here we set. Oh, no. Set result. Yep. Okay, set operator needs the calculator also. I mean the top panel calculator. And here we're going to say calculator logic set up operator top panel operator input. Yep. Button stir. Is that correct? No, man. Yep. Operator input. Sorry. Yep, this is correct. This is correct because the button string is going to be, we've already filtered that it's not any of the operators. What? If the button string doesn't match these operators, set display text. If it matches the reset button, reset the calculator, and if it doesn't, okay. If it passes all of them, this one. Okay, this makes sense for me. This makes sense to me. Top panel. Okay, and now we just have this. And now top panel. Calculator text. No. Double parse. We need to parse the double from top panel calculator text get text. Okay, and now I think we have to set up that new number. It's when we get the result, the new number, it's true, correct? And break. Oh, is this correct? This method must return a result of type double. Okay, I mean, no, set result doesn't return anything. It just changes the display text and the inner state of the variables. Result equals the result, double, parse double, top panel calculator text, get text. I think that's correct. It's a new number. When we change this, okay, and we have to change now the top panel calculator text set background, yeah, for sure. Set text to be result, well, the string value of result. I think this is accurate. I think this works. Let's try it. I mean, we have made a lot of changes. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I've already built this calculator, so I sort of remember things. Let's see. Okay, we have, let's say 2 minus 2 minus, what? 10 minus, reset, 10 minus 2. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. So what's happening is that whatever number I put after, like the second operand, if I click here, it's -1. Yeah, result is not being changed. Set result. Juego más pica, tío. Madre. Result is not being changed. Result is not being changed. I don't understand. Result has to change. Result will change. If it's different from null, set result. I mean, that's for sure. And after set result is new number. It's true. So this is correct. But if pending operator is not null, I mean, it's null. That means that the pending operator, it's going to be the operator input, and result has to change because this is the first iteration. So result, it's going to be the top panel. Okay. The top panel. You remember what we talked before, that result on the first iteration has to change and be the first number that's selected by the user. Well, result is going to be, well, these parsed, of course, parse double. Top panel, calculator text, wait, oh my god, calculator text, get text, correct. Okay, now after the first iteration, result changes, which I like. Perfect. Let me see. Okay, I think this works now. Let's change everything. Let's check it out. Maven compile. I don't have the calculator showing right now. And now we have a calculator. 12 minus 2 equals 10. Or reset. 14 divided by 2 equals, nothing shows because I haven't set it up the rest. Okay, so we finished. We finished, people. Okay, now let's do this. We're finished. I think this is right. Okay. Let's do the same here and here. I think this is correct. I think our calculator is completely finished. I mean, 1 hour 45 minutes. Well, it took some time. Most of the time because I just talk shit and I don't know how to speak. I'm so sorry for those moments, those really embarrassing moments. But here you have the compiled and finished calculator. This is good, man. 12 divided by 2 equals 6 plus what? 1? What happened there? What happened there? Divided by 2 equals 6 plus 3. What? 45 plus 3 plus 5 divided by 2 equals plus. This is interesting. We have a bug. After we hit the plus, we get a bug. Why? Probably, oh, I don't know why. Let's see. Maven exec. Okay, 8 divided by 4. This has to be 2. Now, if I hit plus, it should not. Okay. I think I know what's happening. 8 divided by 2 by 4 equals 2. If I hit plus, it's 1. Because the pending operator, yeah. Is it because of that? 12 divided by 2, 6. 1 again? 1 again. Why 1? I don't know why. Let me see. 13 divided by 2. 6.5. Plus 1? Why 1? Reset. 0. 12 equals plus 4. $15, 29 equals Okay, and it calculates everything. We have a serious bug there, but I'm going to leave it right here either way. I don't care. I mean, why is this? Why is this happening? I don't know. What's wrong with our logic? Parse double. It has to be something about the operators. If pending operator is not null, okay, we set the result. If pending operator is not null, it has to be here, man. If pending operator is not null, that means that we have a pending operator already. Okay. But we're not changing the pending operator to be the new one. You know? Okay. So, is this... No. It's pending operator. After the result is calculated, it's going to be the new operator input. Yeah, because the problem that we were having is that the pending operator was executing twice the same. I mean, there was some bug with the operators. Okay. I don't really know if this is the core problem, but let's try it. I don't even know what I'm doing. Who knows what we're doing? Nobody knows. -1. I don't know. 21? Why 21, Richard? Divided by 2 equals 10 plus 3. 13. Oh, now it's working. 13 divided by 5 plus. Nothing changes. It was executing the same operator twice. And for some reason, yeah, it was... You know what was happening? That when we did 12 divided by 2, it was 6. When we hit the equal, it gave us the 6. But when we hit the plus operator, what was happening? Yeah, it basically divided 6 divided by 6, which is 1. Yep, 6 divided by 6 is 1. So now that we're setting up the operator to, now that we're changing the operator once the operation happens, we don't get that, you know. But when we hit this, it changes. Okay, so we have it. We have it. Okay, hope you're happy with it. I am happy with my calculator. You can flex it. It's beautiful. I like it. It works perfectly. We're not able to input decimals, but that's a different topic, I'd say. I don't even think that's a really complicated thing. I think we could actually do it. Well, the next level of this is, you know, having an expression and tokenizing the expression that we have in the display text, and, you know, operand, organizing the operations based on the operand importance and prevalence. So, but that's another video, another topic. Hope you like this video. 2 hours for a simple calculator. Well, that's me. Okay, I'm learning Java, and I really like this. I really like the fact that you can build desktop applications with Java. I didn't know it. Now I know it, and I'll be building more stuff soon. So hope you like it. Goodbye.